Hello everybody. So, if you recently saw my last video, I completed Sidestep. But today, I am going to be doing a Sidestep tutorial, along with some tips and tricks to keep in mind during, beating the level. So, if you're currently trying to beat this level, this video is for you. But if you're not currently trying to beat this level, this video might not be for you. So this is a Sidestep tutorial. Basically, I'm just going to be playing through once in practice mode, and I'm going to go over all the parts. So the first part we have is this cube part. It's a mini cube, and there's going to be a lot of little, mini cubes popping up, and when you jump on them, popping back down. And some have jump pads on them, but a lot of times it's just clicking and holding, which is fairly simple. This part is probably the easiest part of the level, but the only hard part is probably the 4 jump rings. Let me actually go over it again. These ones right here, coming up. These right here. So I used to spam my mouse button, my left click, which is to jump, and I used to die on this part a lot. But now what I do is I just click accordingly. I basically click 4 times because there's 4 orbs, and so 2 clicks for both green orbs and 2 clicks for both, or for the yellow and pink one. So basically, yeah, like this. So like that. I don't spam. I just do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it always works. So now we have this mini ship part coming up, and this it's still difficult. However, if you're good, I guess, at the first ship in club step, and if you're just good at flying in general, this part shouldn't be much of a hassle. I just do 2 clicks for this first part here, and then the rest is just really precise flying. There's one part where it's moving, and it's where you become a normal sized ship. So you transform from a mini ship into a normal sized ship. And see, it's moving along with that yellow gravity portal, but it's not that hard to straight fly and get in there. Next part's a ball, and it's actually a really easy ball part. So let me turn on auto checkpoints because I don't want to keep dying at the ball. And then so it is super easy to me, but you just have to be able to react fast and, I guess, have fast click speeds. And then you get a bit of a break. It's just a bunch of blue pads, that make you go upside down, right side up. So the blue gravity pads, and just a bunch of yellow and blue gravity portals. And then there's going to be a green jump ring you need to hit, which is going to switch your gravity, and then a wave portal, and I think it's a 2 times wave part or 3 times wave part, but there's going to be normal wave and then some mini wave, and it'll be difficult at first, but stuff's going to go fast in a second. And here it is. So, alright. That's a lot. But let me go back here. So we have this ball, and then the break, and then we have this. So let me just explain this. You hit that, and then you go up, down, and then when you go down, this is the mini wave, and you go into this UFO portal. You don't do anything when you hit this UFO. You just slide down into it. You'll totally miss the spikes and just hit that cube portal with the blue gravity portal to get you out of upside down, because the UFO is an upside down UFO. But you don't have to click during that part. And there's going to be another part that's like auto. But when you hit the cube portal, just hit 3 times, because there's going to be 3 jump orbs. So almost like this. So I sometimes even spam the button there. But when I do that, here is like the ship part, the second auto part I was talking about. In this ship part, I don't even click. Like, you don't even have to click. And all you do is just wait. And then you go into a ball portal, and you just wait until that yellow jump ring right there, or jump orb, until you're about to hit that. And when you hit that, then you'll be put into a mini wave. So you go up, down, down. But when you're going down, this left down, it's a normal wave, and then you have to go up real quick. So the next part is going to be an upside down mini UFO into a normal sized UFO, and then into a mini wave that's going to teleport you all over the place. So let me show you that right now. So you go down, and then up, and then up and down. Because when you go up into this blue here, you get transported, like you get teleported down into that yellow, where you have to go up and then down into the blue. And after that, you get spit out into a ball, and you have to hit that blue jump orb there. And then wait a second, and then click again, so you can roll on these 2 platforms and hit that pink jump orb, and then hit that yellow and hit that green. And then the next part is just pretty simple, but if you've seen my progress videos, it did kill me a lot. This triple spike part, it's just 2 triple spikes, and then you have to jump, and jumping on the yellow is harder, but jumping on the pink pad, because there's a yellow and pink pad, I jumped on the pink one. If you jump on the pink one, you'll get the coin, probably the easiest coin in the level, and then you'll get put into a robot, which you have to click twice, and then you can like mash the button, because I've spammed at that part and died a lot of deaths. So click twice there, and then there's going to be a green orb, blue orb, another blue orb, and then a pink orb into a ship part. And in the ship part, so there's 2 ways you can go about the ship part, actually. You can straight fly, miss this green orb up here, and like let go, and then there's going to be a yellow portal. What you're meant to do is you're meant to fly through these spikes here, hit the green orb, and that green orb will shoot you up into a yellow portal. And what you're supposed to do is, when you hit the yellow portal, you're supposed to hold. But the way I do it is I totally miss the green orb and just let go, and then when I hit the yellow portal, hold. And that's probably the best way to do it. And here's what that looks like. That, see? And some of these checkpoints they're placing are just horrible. But in my completion, I actually hit the green orb, and that was totally a mistake. So that might happen too. Now you're going to get spit into a ball part, which is basically, you click, and then you're going to hit a pink pad. Like, you have to wait a bit, then you're going to fall into a platform, then you're going to fall into another platform with a pink pad right there. And hit that pink pad, and then you're going to have 2 jump orbs to, like, I guess, bounce on, or whatever you might call it. But you're going to have 2 jump orbs to click. Basically, click, like, press, like, click as early as you can on those. So, and, like, if you don't, there's a bug, because there's, like, gravity portals. And that bug, it, like, you're too low to the ground, and you'll die due to the little spikes on, like, the ground, the little spike hills. You'll die, like, to one of those. And so just hit the 2 orbs coming up as early as you can, like this. So there it wasn't bugged. Now you're going to be put into a upside down gravity wave and then a UFO. The upside down gravity wave is just pretty simple. Let me show you that right now. So it's just a few clicks. It gets easy. But then when you get put into this UFO here, one thing to take note of. Click at this mini portal with the blue portal in it. Click at the yellow portal and click at the green mini to regular transfer portal. So yeah, make sure you click 3 times here. So at the pink portal, yellow portal, and green portal. And then wait until you hit the ship portal. You'll see 2 gravity portals. Just try to straight fly through that. And then the duel, which the only advice I could give here is to just practice this. If it's confusing at first, and it's going to be. But once you know how to do it, you won't forget. But take note, there also is a spike here you need to jump over that. And if you don't click there, that little spike can end your run. So, yeah. But this duel is just really confusing. And I'm going to try to do it here in one attempt to show you guys. Alright, so that was the duel, and then you're brought into another break. So in the ball, like the dual ball, they may look out of sync when you are trying to do the one part where you go up and then go down. But it's like consistent to me, easy to me. But to a player who's just going into this level blind, it might not be easy. I don't really have much advice to give for the duel, though. But what I did was I made a copyable, and I just practiced until I got good and, like, stable at that part. So, yeah, it's just a matter of consistency there. Now comes the mini ship part, and here's another piece of advice. There's going to be a coin there. So you got to do like a mini click. That'll just put your ship like up and down. So it'll like go in like up, down, like a hill, almost like up and down really smoothly. And once it does that, you should be able to just skim the coin and get it. But my other piece of advice is if you beat Club Step already, there's a few ship parts with like tight spaces and gravity portals, like these big like triangles of just blocks, but spikes are on them, and then there's like gravity portals at each peak that you have to hit. And it's going to be that would be useful for what's coming up now, which is very, very difficult at first. And this probably took the most practice effort to get right. Best advice I could give you for this part is click at every portal, but don't just hold here because you'll fly right into that spike. Do an upslope of just clicks, like kind of fly on an upslope, but control your ship, like click a lot when you're going up so you can like control your ship better. And yeah. So that another like wave part. But here I do have advice for this. When you fly into this, just mash the button when you hit that cube portal. Just spam for your life. And for this wave, it's tight, but I really just got the hang of it in my first few tries. Of course, I can't do it when I'm trying to do a tutorial, but I could do it any other place. Wow, classic GD world. Okay. So, yep, pretty consistent wave part. But when it does put you into that mini UFO, like this part right here. Hold on. God. Okay, why can't I do this? All right, there we go. So just go up into that mini UFO and don't click. So go up as the normal wave into the mini UFO portal. Just don't click. Let it carry you to the mini wave and then practice the mini wave. And we're about at the end of the level. My advice for you here is click these early. Well, no, not early actually. Click them accordingly, meaning like click 3 times because there's 3 orbs. So just hit the pink orb and the 2 green orbs. Don't spam or don't hit them as early as you can. Now this yellow orb, do the exact opposite of what you did for the 3 orbs. The pink and 2 greens. Hit this yellow orb coming up, like right when I press this play button. Hit the yellow orb as early as possible. Or else you'll go flying into the spikes above and you'll die. Like that. Because even if you sink into like the orb, if your cube or icon doesn't hit, like you don't hit the orb as early as you can, you're going to go flying into spikes. But that orb there, that last yellow orb, hit that orb, like click early. If it looks like your cube is at the end of that like gravity portal tube or whatever, and like it looks like when you click there it's going to be successful, click right before you hit that orb. Like not right before it, but just like click a few gravity portals before it. So just click earlier than usual, or click and hold like buffer click, and you probably should be safe there. And now you get put into a few gravity portals, and now it just honestly is all left up to your flying skill. This part is just slow, but that part can really kill you, like especially with all the spikes. And if you're not careful, that any mess up can end your run and give you a death at the very end of the level, which no one once, even in practice mode. But we're done already. So yeah, that was the tutorial. So that is the tutorial for Sidestep by ChaSe. And for now, I am done on my channel with this Sidestep demon. If you don't know already, every demon I complete here on YT or YouTube, after I complete it, I will have a tutorial on some tips and tricks for the demon up. Like, I will have a video just like this one, but it will be a different demon because we are now done with Sidestep. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and if you find this content cool, be sure to give a thumbs up to the video and leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I'll see you all next time. Peace.